Guys, I just want to do a quick video this morning, and this video is entitled Hard Money Loans for Real Estate Investors, and understanding the, dare I say, the pitfalls or the issues surrounding hard money loans. And so oftentimes I will hear real estate investors come across a deal that has a lot of potential, translated, has a lot of equity. So let's say, for instance, you have a $100,000 house, right? And you want to get a loan on that house. With a hard money lender, typically the hard money lender doesn't lend any more than 65% LTV, which stands for loan to value, which means they're lending based upon that property fixed up. So they don't want to lend any more than 65% of that property fixed up. So they will give you a total loan amount of $65,000. Now, this is the issue that comes into play. They will give you that loan based upon a 10 to 15% interest rate. It's typically a short-term loan, 5 years and under, and comes with an origination fee of anywhere between 3 to 5%. Why so high when conventional interest rates are so low these days in 2018? Well, they don't lend based upon your personal qualification. They lend based upon the property. So they don't qualify you necessarily, even though they do to an extent. They qualify the property. How likely is that property to turn around and to provide you a profit? Okay, because obviously they want their money back. Why do investors go ahead and invest in these loans? Well, one of the main reasons they go ahead and invest in these types of loans is the objective is what I had mentioned earlier. You can have messed up credit, you can have issues, you can have, they do like to see an income. They do like to see an income, and they want to go ahead and qualify the property to make sure that they get their return on investment back. So the property has to be real strong. In other words, property has to be able to support those numbers. Okay, it's really an expensive loan to go ahead and get, and oftentimes what happens is this. Lots of times investors get themselves into trouble. Only go into this type of loan if you have mentorship. I promise you. If you don't, the chances are against you of that deal being successful. And this is what I mean by that. This is one of the things that's really not talked about. Within a hard money loan, even though the property has a lot of equity, one of the biggest issues with hard money loans is how strong is your team? In other words, the rehabber or the contractor that you have working on your property, right? No one ever talks about that situation, okay? Are the people that you're getting ready to work with, do you trust them? Or are they going to jack up prices on you? See, when dealing with hard money, even though the numbers look good, if you have a weak, ineffective team, your deal is going to hurt. That's the biggest trap. Is most investors, what they do is they overestimate value and they underestimate fix-up costs. Instead, you need to switch it just a little bit. Kind of think like a lender. Underestimate value just a little bit and overestimate fix-up costs. Why do I say that? So that you're not caught off guard with any surprises. So guys, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to get some links at the bottom of the description. I don't want to discourage you from getting hard money loans. What I'm going to do is I'm going to encourage you to do it, but you need to do it with some mentorship. You need to do it with somebody who's doing it successfully. Hire them, pay them a fee. Ask them how they're doing it. This is by far, especially in the beginning, this is by far the best way to go about dealing with hard money loans. Trust me. Because if you don't, you're going to rip up your credit. You're going to get upset, talk about the business doesn't work. No, the business works extremely well. It's that you got yourself in a situation where the numbers look great, but they don't look so good when you don't have a team that you haven't been working with. And if you're pulling people off of Craigslist, be careful. Be careful. You're pulling people off of different sites that you don't have relationships with. Because remember, real estate is about relationships. Get yourself a mentor. Get yourself a hard money loan mentor, as well as a real estate investing mentor that can hold your hand and walk you through the process at least 2 or 3 times, so that you know exactly what you're doing and exactly what you're getting into. This is Gerald with another tip. Have a good one.